real quick, when I post these videos and it looks like I'm just always going in on my husband and he's on the defensive, it's because I don't record him. When he's doing his thing, it would be a huge violation for me to put his business out there. But I can put my business out there. So when you see me record something, you'll record mostly me speaking to people. You don't know what these people are saying to me because that's their business to tell. Now, there may be videos when the documentary comes out because Bailey records every freaking thing. But, you know, there may be videos later that come out where you'll hear both sides. But understand, it's not just me out here being a tyrant all the time. It's me recording from my perspective so that you guys can be in the room with us. No, I've never gone live during one of our family meetings. But again, you'll get bits and pieces from other people, but you won't get their vulnerability. You won't get them where they're being exposed. I won't post that. But I will post my vulnerability. I will expose myself. So that's why when you see these videos, I'm like, sis, all I see is you going in on them. Because you guys got to see that this is work, right? This ain't all roses. It's work. But I'm not going to expose my family any more than, you know, I don't feel they're exposed, but definitely my family is more open to the public than most. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for their willingness. And we should all be thankful for my family's willingness so that we can heal ourselves, we can heal our families, we can heal our relationships, we can heal our parent-child relationships. We could do all of these works because you somehow stumbled upon as the Appletons and Lonnie Appleton and the Appleton clan, Appleton crew, the Appletons. We're just the Appletons, the Appleton Taylor gang. You know, you ran across us and you know what's possible. So you out there doing your version of the work and we over here doing our version of the work, and we are raising the energetic vibration of this earth, and we are making sure that our legacy is a legacy that we can sit back and say, yeah, I did that too. So, you know, let's go. I'm available for speaking engagements, podcasts, and coaching, and books are already out, more books to come. Get in touch with me because I'm that girl. Even though I look real crazy right now. You gonna judge a book by its cover, or you gonna get into the word? Up here like, I don't usually consume content like this, but it's too good. So in conclusion, just know there's levels to this stuff, and it's beautiful. You can reach any of the levels where you're truly being divinely guided through life, and it's fun. Every day is a movie for me. Like, who gets locked out the house and car breaks down perfectly in the driveway twice in one day? Who experiences that, you know? So life is a movie, and if you start looking at, you know, the good things, the cool things that happen in your life as life being exciting, you don't have to wait for the negative things. Those are the people who are those are the people who are addicted to the negative things, because life doesn't happen unless something not prehistoric, archaic. This was the first part of our brain to be developed. This is our Akashic records. We can access every lifetime, every dimension, everything, past, present, future, from here. And the present is just the past repeating itself. So if it's happened, it's happened, it's all happened. So we have access to this here, and then most marketing and everything is designed to appeal to our most primal desires. Violence, all the things that get the blood pumping, you know, all of these things. Like the Housewives, it has a micro burst of violence, it has a micro burst of sex, it has a micro burst of alcohol, it has a micro burst of gossip, it has a micro burst of all those different things. And there's really very little human behavior that's stringing all of this carnal stuff together. So you're consuming all of this content that literally they play the music in the background of when the meaningful moment is happening. Like, that's how minuscule the meaningful moments are in the content that they feed us and that we consume, that they could put the music behind it. Like when they have those, they make those little sound bites with all the motivational speakers. Y'all need to make one with my voice. I'm motivational. But, you know, with automotive and they put the little epic music behind it, you're just like, yeah, I'm pumped, I'm pumped. You know, because they know how to get you. Know how to get you. And so they know most of us reside there, and because most of us reside there, we'll never get to anything higher. And I don't remember why I started that, but God has looked out for us today in major ways, major ways, and I'm thankful. And we all deserve that experience. I'm raising him to experience that life as early as 6 years old. So that's why earlier when I asked him, when are you going to be rich? Because he is manifesting, and if he's rich, I'm rich. So I need to know when we're going to be rich. You know, once you learn how, and again, we're all waiting to see things manifest into physical reality. Me too. But once you know how, you can now teach your children. And do you understand that you have now created the next generation of magical beings? Beings that can lock themselves out but forget to lock the back door. Beings that every time this car has broken down in front of a house so that we can go inside and wait. And the one time it broke down on the side of the freeway was human involvement. So you can live a life where you could be this close to divorce, but God has created to where financially y'all can't separate. God has created to where all these different circumstances, even if we wanted to, we couldn't. So we gotta work it out. So everybody out there who's on the verge of separation, on the verge of divorce, on the verge of calling it in after you posted all them god dang black love photos, shame on you. Shame on you for clicking in and masking up. If your marriage is a sham, shame on you. You should want better for yourself, because ain't that what you say? You want the best? Why the heck did you accept the sham, except for you believed everybody's out there on a sham, but everybody's not on there on the sham. Everybody you know is out there on a sham. Everybody I knew, I'm the first happily not married person I know. Me. Why? Because I'm intentionally making sure I'm happy, but also I married my best friend. Y'all out here, I'm watching these TV shows and people they just met. He's my best friend, and oh my gosh, I'm so in love with him. You just met this motherfucker. What is the best friend qualifiers if I just met you and I'm your best friend? I tell you everything. That's your first mistake. I'm learning 14 years later, I can't tell Dre nothing. Yeah, that man can't be trusted. He done threw my past against me of recent, and my daughter. And this is why Bailey used to say, don't tell Dre my business. And I used to be like, pillow talk. Do not tell your spouse your child's business. That is the one way to break trust with your child. And that is the way to give your spouse ammunition, especially if they're a step against your child. So if your child explicitly gives you the disclaimer prior to speaking to you, do not tell your spouse, and you still choose to do so, that is a huge violation of trust, just so you're aware. I've done it. I'm not judging. I'm just telling you it's a huge violation. Alright, y'all, I think I made all my points. If not, I filmed enough videos, so boom, there it goes.